flush the test cock and bleed screw. Our bleed valve arrangement. We've got vent. Makes the crack go a little better. All right. So we bled out the test cock, put on the bleed valve arrangement, high side hose to the only test cock. I'll open the test cock, and also I think I will close all the other valves. Now, all the rest of the test, the only valve we're going to use on this test will be the high bleed. So, leave the air out, and while that's running, we'll fill the air pocket with water. So it's got a nice, what do they call that? I call that a viscous? Viscous, yeah, and then you can see the reflection of the lights in the water. So, because this opens real subtly. Okay, the first test is going to be the check valve. So we'll close the number 2 shut off with the gauge at the same level as the vent screw. I'm still over here, but I'm at the same level. Now, if you're doing this and the proctor's down there, make sure you say those words. Make sure he knows that you know this has got to be at that level. And because it's hanging at that level, I don't have to hold it. But I close the number 1 shut off and remove the vent screw. My gauge will fall. I can make that needle fall as fast as I want by how fast I remove that screw. And I like to make it go nice and slow. I expect it to stop around 5, 4 to 3. That's when I expect it to stop. If it doesn't, I'm going to be looking at that water. So the check valve is at 4. I haven't moved anything. I'm going to just crack this high bleed valve, just barely, and get close to it. That's 3. 2.8, 2.6, right there, 2.6. Take my hose off, observe it falls fully open. So, go to my test report here and write down the check value was what? 4.0, 3.2, or 2.3. What was it? 2.2.
Above 1.
That's above 1. Okay. That's the thing you got to remember, is because you can't get the check valve, and well, I could, because my hands are free. I could go ahead and write that down. Most people, if they're holding it, they can't set it down, pick it back up, and write down the value. So,
Put your phone on record.
yeah.
You can play it.
Talk to yourself. Hopefully I can remember the number for the 5 seconds it takes. All right, so start this again. What fault do you want me? Do you want me to just put one and you don't know what it is? Yeah.
Dealer's
Okay.
choice.
Everybody close your eyes. Turn your head, cough. Okay.
You're no doctor.
Yeah. Yes, but I play one on TV. I'm not a doctor, but I play one on TV. Okay, tested it again. We're gonna open. We bled out. Let's just say we bled out all the test cocks and everything. Looks like my pieces haven't been bled out. All right. We'll open the number 1. The one number. There's only one test cock, so it's got to be number 1. And while that's running, fill up the air pocket, close. Close the number 2 shut off with the gauge at the same level as the vent screw. I'm going to close the number 1 and then remove the vent screw. I'm going to make this fall as slow as I can. I'm going to change hands here. Okay, expect expect it to stop falling at 5, 4, 3. Doesn't stop. Now I'm starting to look at my water. There's 3, right at 3 it popped open. I'll take the screw all the way up. The check valve is bad, but my air pop opened at 3.0. See, one time I didn't have to do it again.
True.
Because I let that go nice and slow. Actually, when you test this, test it as though this was the problem. And then you don't have to test it again. But if you, yes,
If you don't catch or pop it, you can
Redo
ask them
it.
to redo it. Right?
Yeah,
How
redo
many
it.
times do they give you to redo it?
as many times as you want.
As long as you're careful.
Until you
Hour and a half.
until you hand them the clipboard and say you're
So
done.
that was a leaky check valve.
Check valve, this failed, but I did get my air poppet open.
You hand them the board, the clipboard.
And they do want you back.
Well, yeah, they'd like that. If they want to know if that's good or not. You might want to know that if you want to go buy parts. Unfortunately, when you buy the parts, it all comes in one.
Doesn't say, you can't really change it.
Okay, this is one you need to be aware of. All right, so I'm going to test here. Let's turn back in. Lead. Air, pop it. Hold it right here, close, and remove the screw. Notice, it starts to drop. Already it's dropping. Now, if I just stand here like this, don't do anything, watch what happens. Notice the water just went. Okay, so if you stand here like this, you're going to have a problem. The reason is because this leaking number 2, if you look at the blue piping, it goes down right there, and that creates a vacuum, and it'll suck everything out. So be aware of that. That's the leaking number 2 shutoff. So let's turn the water back in.
It drops faster than the rest of it. Normally, you see it's just taking off.
Yeah. So we'll fill that back up. Now, I'm at the same, and I know that was the problem when I seen that do that. This time I'm going to hurry and close this and hurry and open the vent screw. Then it breaks the siphon, breaks the vacuum when you get air into it. So my check valve is, there is look, because I'm moving around, but I can still get my air poppet opening point slowly. Three, 2.8, 2.5, 2.5, and take my hose off and observe the poppet drops fully open.
And that passes, it's just a leaking into it, right?
Yep.
And
It
the
passes.
water went down the shut off, it didn't go out the
Yeah.
another side.
Okay, let's do
And
this.
if you don't do that part right there by taking the hose off
You will
and
fail.
inspecting, you'll fail.
You gotta take your hose off. The worst thing to do is to close the test cock and then take your hose off. You can't do that.
Because you're supposed to put everything back to original state, right?
Let's just say, as an example, I didn't take the hose off. I closed the test cock and I went like this, thought, oh crap. I made an error.
You do it, put it back.
I'll talk to the proctor and say, I made an error, this is what I did, I should have done this first. Let me go, what would you like me to do? And the proctor's gonna sit there and say nothing. Do whatever you wanna do. I'm gonna do it over, exactly.
Alright.
So I'm gonna do it over. I don't wanna fail this thing. So,
I don't know you.
turn the water back in. Lead. Put it up. Close. Close number 2, number 1. And remove the screw. Watching my gauge.